series. We are going to see NCRT Class 11 Fine Arts, Chapter 1 Prehistoric Paintings. This is the part 2 of this video. We have already seen part 1 in the previous video. Please do check out other playlists in the Vaishali's channel. If you're an UPSC aspirant, it will be helpful for you. And this is part of a free initiative from our side. If this is response is not good, we'll be changing it to paid courses. Now let's get on into the video. We are going to see Bhimbetka caves and the paintings available in that. The Bhimbetka caves is located in Vindhya Hills in the Madhya Pradesh. It is located in the south of Bhopal, and about 800 rock shelters have been identified till date, and about 500 of that bear the paintings of the prehistoric man. And the caves of the Bhimbetka was first discovered by V.S. Vakankar in 1957 to 58 by an eminent archaeologist, V.S. Vakankar. He did a lot of effort to identify these shelters. After his discovery only, many more shelters was being found. The themes of the paintings found here are basically of daily life and sacred and royal images they would have used. It is from normal to special activities, and the main activities that include is hunting, dancing, music, horse, elephant riders, animal fighting, honey collection, decoration of bodies, and other household scenes like women grinding, women making food, something like that also is being found in these paintings. By these, from the information from this thing paintings, we assume the works of the how they have been lived during this past. We get to know about the remote past through these paintings. And the rocks of Bhimbetka is identified into various groups based on the style, technique, and superimposition. This on which style it has been made and what technique they have used, and what how many superimposition has happened. So for some paintings there is 20 layers of superimposition also, which will be seen in the later of the slides. The paintings has been categorized into 7 historical period. There were about 500 paintings available, we saw in the previous slide. So these belong to different period, that does not belong to same period. One was Upper Paleolithic, Mesolithic, and Chalcolithic. And after period 3 Chalcolithic, there are 4 consecutive successive periods, out of which we are not going to discuss now. This is not discussed in the NCRT, so we are going to concentrate on these 3 alone. We are going to see the paintings how it was during the Paleolithic phase. During the Paleolithic phase, Upper Paleolithic phase, actually Paleolithic is divided into 2, upper and lower. We have already seen there are no art forms available in the lower Paleolithic. Only upper has the paintings, and these upper has linear representation. You can see a sample of painting how this was represented. There were the colors used were green and dark red, and mainly they focused on animal figures like bisons, elephants, tigers, rhinos, boars, and they used stick like things to represent human figures, something like this, which still now we use. And there are few wash paintings, but they have been filled with geometric patterns like circle, wavy patterns, circles and rectangles were also seen. And green were the color given to the dancers, and red were given to the hunters. This was a repetitive pattern everywhere. Next is the Mesolithic phase. The Mesolithic phase was developed in terms of paintings than the Upper Paleolithic. But the paintings were in smaller in size, and the hunting scenes were very dominant. The hunting scenes was their daily routine, and it was there everywhere. Their daily routine was the main painting theme everywhere. We find the paintings. They used the armed with barbed spears, pointed sticks, arrows, and bows. These were also they depicted these. They used in this in paintings they draw, and these traps and snares were also shown, which might have been used to catch animals. The hunters were represented using wearing simple clothes and ornaments. Sometimes they were adorned with elaborate headdresses, and they also wear some masks. The animals that they depicted using these paintings were elephant, bison, tiger, boar, deer, antelope, leopard, panther, rhinoceros, fish, frog, lizard, squirrel. These were the main animals found at those times, and they depicted sometimes birds also using their paintings. Mesolithic artists loved to paint animals, so they painted most of the animals. The main theme was animals also. Uh, they painted animals in a naturalistic style, and humans were depicted in a stylish manner, like they were decorated with masks or elaborate headdress or something like that. And women were painted both nude and clothed. The children were painted using running, jumping, and playing. Community dances provide a common theme all over the thing, and this was common during Upper Paleolithic also. And this is some one of the dancing scene available in Lakul Diyar, where Lakul Diyar, one of the caves. And there are paintings of gathering fruits or honey from the trees, and women grinding and preparing food. That is their daily routine. That is also there. And we find handprints, footprints, and dots. This is also they might have used for decorating the paint drawings they have used. And they used many colors like white, yellow, orange, red, purple, brown, green, and black. Whereas Upper Paleolithic used only two colors, red and green. This is a sample of both the paintings together, Upper Paleolithic and the Mesolithic. You can see the difference. The main depicted animals are depicted mainly, and this is a hunting scene. This is of animals, and this is a leopard, and this is very linear kind of representation, and the colors used is also not much, but here is it is different. So this is for a basic understanding of the difference of the paintings of the both the eras. So the paints they used, how did they get their paints, and how did they use it? There were no proper painting materials those times, so they used rocks and minerals. And they got red from hematite rock, green from a stone called chalcedony, white from limestone. The rock and mineral was first ground into a powder, and then it was mixed with water, and then it was mixed with either water or some animal fat or gum or resin from the trees, and this was made as a paint, and they used plant fiber for as a brushes. The colors remained intact because of the chemical reaction of the minerals that is present in the color, and the oxide that is present on the surface of the rocks. That is why we are able to see the same color even today. They painted their rock shelters, walls, and the ceilings. Um, and some of the beautiful paintings were found near the ceilings of the rock shelters. and they also made that paintings that it can be viewed from them from a distance, particular distance. They were since it is very long back, but it does not lack any pictorial quality, we are able to identify what they tried to represent. uh, these people does not have any proper working conditions, they didn't have any proper tools, they didn't have any proper material, but that did not stop them from giving a very beautiful paintings that is even remarkable even today. There are we are going to see about the layers of painting. There are superimposition of paintings over one layer on the top of it, another painting was there. And in Bimbetka we see as many as 20 layers of paintings on top of one another. And these help us, this might have happened because one particular place or like may be used for more than one people. This particular place might have been an auspicious or some kind of special thing, so they used it again and again. They might have been used for generations of generation together. That's why we find such paintings. That is also a possibility. And they these prehistoric paintings help us understand about how they lived, because we don't have any written records for them. Only these paintings help us know how they lived their life, their food habits, their daily activities, and how they thought. That and all we are able to assume because of this prehistoric paintings. uh, this remains as a great witness for the evolution of human civilization. This is a milestone in human civilization for a period. There were rock weapons, tools, ceramics, and bones. There was no copper, bronze, or something like that was there in this period. So this is a great witness of some human evolution of in civilization. Please do like our Vaish IAS YouTube channel. You can WhatsApp to the given number for the details on India's biggest UPSC test series. Thank you.